getting there. I'm getting there. I only have about this much left right here. That's it. It takes me forever to read. That's my excuse. And then some days I just take off. It's a problem. Consistency is a problem. Should make a video about that. How to stay consistent. Maybe. What's up, everybody? Whatever part of the day you are in, I hope it is going absolutely well. Today on The Creative, we're talking about an addiction of mine. Yeah, that and more on The Creative. Yeah, I only recently noticed that I was addicted to social media when I took a break from it for just about, it was under 24 hours, to be honest. It was just over the night. It wasn't even that long. And I signed out of my accounts for a little bit and, oh, I'm about to sneeze. You get that feeling when you're about to sneeze and then it doesn't come? Okay, we're good. Yeah, so it was just overnight. I signed out of all of my accounts and I realized as the evening had rolled into the night, I couldn't stop going back to those same apps. Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. What other apps do I use? I can't remember. I'm not on Twitter. Mainly it's just Instagram, Facebook, and of course YouTube. I couldn't stop going back to those apps. And every time I click into them, it'd bring me into the space where I have to sign back in again. And I realized, oh, I'm not supposed to be on it. And I probably did it over 3 dozen times. At least it felt like it. That's an issue. It's a really big issue. Now, my wife and myself, we watched The Social Dilemma on Netflix. If you've seen it, go ahead and write down in the comments that I saw it and maybe drop a little something about what struck you the most from The Social Dilemma on Netflix. We saw The Social Dilemma and I can't say it rocked us to our core because they said a lot of things that we already knew. While social media is a great place to share your story and even have a platform to share, just like what I'm doing right now, there is a dark side to social media as well. The whole idea that this screen that you're staring at, there are developers, there are like 30 other people behind that screen trying to keep your attention on that phone. And most times they win. Let's be honest, all the time they win. That's why when you go to that suggested video and you just watch it, there's something else that pops up that piques your interest, and then there's another video that pops up that piques your interest, and all of a sudden you're getting all of these videos that you enjoy and that you want to watch, but your phone is prompting you. Facebook is prompting you. Instagram is prompting you. It's putting up these things that you find very interesting. And you begin to ask yourself, how do they know? Well, they literally have people that create algorithms and systems. They put it into place that these AIs, so to speak, they see the things that you search up, they see the things that you're doing and all of that, and they make suggestions based on your previous things that you've clicked on. That's scary. Once again, that is super scary. So now I look at my phone as an enemy of sorts. Like, I'll see suggestions pop up. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna click on you. Nope, not clicking on you either. Not clicking on you. If I want to look at something, I'll search it up. But even then, you're still not safe. Oh my goodness. Like, they need to come out with a horror movie that's based on social media. I think there is a movie that has a lot to do with social media and it's a horror movie. I think. I'm not sure. But I could have sworn there was one. The perfect example of this is UFC fighting. Now, I'm not exactly the person that watches boxing and UFC fights a lot, but I remember seeing this guy do this crazy aerial kick, and I watched like a good 10 minutes of it. And then all of a sudden it was showing me like other fights, and I started watching those things as well. And it's been at least a good 4 or 5 months. And now I'm getting a whole bunch of UFC. I'm getting a bunch of UFC fights that are being pinged to my phone of clips of people that my phone thinks I want to see, or who the algorithm thinks I want to see, or the system, I don't know what to call it, the AI, I don't know what it is, but all I know, these notifications are being pushed to my phone now, that hey, this guy just fought this guy and we think you'll find it interesting. And I went down the rabbit hole for about 15, 20 minutes. That's a lot of time to go down a rabbit hole. I could have been doing some reading and probably finished that book. I've been trying to rack my brain on how I can control my urges, so to speak. It's really not so to speak, it really is an urge. It's literally an addiction. I've been trying to figure out how to control my urges to go onto social media when I'm bored, when I'm eating, when I'm just doing something that's brainless. How do I stop that? I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm trying it, I've been trying it, and so far it's been working. How long it's gonna work, I have no idea. But I am having social media dead zones in my day. I have specific times during the day where I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on Instagram, I'm not on Pinterest or anything of the sorts. I'm not on YouTube, which YouTube has been the biggest one for me as of late, because I'm always watching somebody else's content to see how they do things, and maybe I can implement yes, how they shoot themselves, how they set up a scene, just how they vlog, period. And I've started to see a little bit of an improvement, if you will, but yeah, I still need to see more improvement. But that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be setting up social media dead zones during my day, even if it's just for an hour to start. And I want to see how that goes. I'm sorry, I don't know if you heard that motorcycle out there, but yeah, it was kind of loud and obnoxious. Either way, this is where I'm at in my life. I have to hide away from my social media because my willpower is not strong enough for me to tear myself away from my phone. Question is, how do you deal with your social media? Is it something that you are always on? Is it something that you're always engaging with? Or are you better than me? Can you actually control yourself? Do you have times where you can just chill and not check your phone? If that's the case, please tell me how you do things in the comments. I would love to hear how you manage this growing addiction amongst many people. I actually found out that teenagers, 50% of teenagers actually say they do believe that they are addicted to their phones. 1 out of every 2 teenagers say that they're addicted to their phones. What is this world? It's crazy. And we know this, but it's almost as if we see it happening, but we're not stopping it. Like, yeah, everything's about to explode, and we're watching everything explode in slow motion when all we have to do is like just turn over our phone, put it on silent for a bit, and that will stop the explosion. I don't know where I'm going with this analogy, but hopefully it makes sense. Oh my gosh, some of my analogies be just like, yeah, sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. I feel like that one didn't hit. All that to say, We have the power to stop all of this, but can we? Or will we? Yeah, that's a better question. Will we stop ourselves from being addicted to our phones, to our social media accounts? Yeah, I don't know, man. Anyway, that's all for me today. If this is something that blessed your spirit, go ahead and like this. If this is something that you want to keep up with, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, blow it up, people's elbow it, and all of that great stuff. And if you want to get a notification, I probably shouldn't say this because I just talked about not pressing on notifications. But if you choose to get a notification because you like my content, go ahead and hit that bell as well. And yeah, I'll be back next week. Until next week, go ahead and do something creative today.